I guess it's time I spill how to deal with an ex-husband during and after divorce. Guys, sorry, I didn't tell you that we left Abreba. We were in a haste, so I didn't even remember to vlog. So we're traveling back to Nsukka. We stopped at the ShopRite to get something, so let's go buy something to eat. It has been a long journey, but we'll still be going back to Abreba. My friend has a defense, so, and we have things to do. So let's go and okay, that's the Sunday. Yeah. ShopRite. I can do it. Why are you touching my bum? You won't even. Come on, Koshima, Koshima, you jagana for Garagam. You can get it. What are you going to say? Come and check. Oh, the too much. I thought your bum. Check your bum. I'm not going to go to na mechanic. But my mouth do it herself. I'm not going to go coffee.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel.
Hi guys.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Give this video a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And come back for more.
I don't like it. Okay, my man like him. I know who's going around. Apa tala? Ele. She does black and white. I got and silver. I'm not the dinosaur. If I know you will listen, come on, but I will kiss.
Years later.
Hey guys, hi. So back to the main part of the video. If you've watched to this point, I guess it's time I spill how to deal with an ex-husband during and after divorce. I've gotten this message countless times, mostly from Facebook anyways, and they ask me this question like, how do you deal with your husband? We see the way you're dealing with your husband. How do you deal with your husband? Ex-husband, sorry. See, truth is, no good woman will leave a good man or leave a good marriage. It's not true. No matter what you hear out there. Unless a woman that is not a good person. You understand? Maybe, in fact, another scenario could be that she's a good woman, the man is a good man, but then they don't like each other. And somehow maybe they were forced into the marriage, and then before you know it, they're realizing that I cannot learn to love you. I don't try. This love is not coming. I gotta go. Okay. That's the only time you see people, two good people leave each other, because it's not just work. It's not like they're enemies or anything. It's okay. But if they are both good people and they've come to love each other, and everybody's doing their part, let me tell you, no woman will deliberately leave her marriage for any flimsy excuse. Before you see a woman leave marriage, just know say you don't enjoy tire. You don't enjoy, because women usually carry marriage. See, marriage favors men, okay, but then women carry marriage for head past men. You understand? Women will carry it in our head. We like to brag about it. We like to answer married woman. We, it is sweet for body to have a family. Yeah, this man is your own, even though he's cheating. But just say, let me get this man. On top saying they cheat, but not my own. You see a woman die put. I mean, haven't you been seeing videos of men beating their wives? Beating them mercilessly. But she still stay there. There's one that I recently watched. An older man, his wife, older woman too. And he was beating the wife, as if he went for boxing. And you can now imagine how long this woman have stayed in this marriage to be enjoying this shit. If at her age, they still they beat her like this. You understand? So women, they carry marriage for her head. So before you see a woman leave her marriage, just know say, if her people drag and come out, she gets strong family members that say, no, we cannot watch you die. Or she herself want to survive for the sake of her children, or wanting just to give her morale. Other than that, women, we rather die inside marriage. We cannot be called single women. So now back to the question again that somebody said, how to deal with your ex-husband. We saw how you've been dealing with him. Come on. The rugged answer that I should give you now is to tell you to go and learn Kung Fu. Go and learn Kung Fu. Learn Kung Fu very, very well and become very good at it. So if you give you bars, give him booze. If you want karate, give it to him. If he slap you, you give him box. Or maybe another weird answer I could give you is just, shebi na you the cook food when they chop. Just, Or maybe another answer I could give you is just put purging things in his food. So he eat. By the time when you don't tire inside toilet, they shit up and down. You have respect for you. But I didn't do any of those. And to be honest, when the marriage left me, I left the marriage, I can't even tell at this point. Because I think it's even a good thing for me to just say I left. Because you go add to my feathers. But it's sad that I did not left, and I then left, you understand. So normally if I want to pose, if I want to come and act, I just say I left the motherfucker, I left the marriage. But truth be told, you guys know I like to tell people the truth. I did not left the marriage. It's the marriage that left me. So what was I saying before that? I didn't do any of those things that were aforementioned. I did the opposite. Okay, the opposite. When he left, I left. Took my children and left because I didn't have money to pay my rent. You guys already know that. So now, how did I deal with him, Abby? Good. Now, how I dealt with him was creating content, bettering my life to the best of my ability. At the time everything happened, I didn't have money to start business. I didn't have money to go back to school. I haven't even finished paying the school fees. Like some part of my school fees, I'm even owing them to even get my result now. If I have to go and pay up some debt, you understand? So I didn't have money to do any of this. I didn't have money to pay rent. I didn't have money to eat. I didn't have money to do anything. After I've sold some of my household things and gathered a few, naira, it was just for my transportation down to the village because it was during the COVID. So the only thing that money did for me was transport me to the village and give me like few money to eat and then put data. So the only thing that I tried so hard not to let it column or not to lack was data, because I can't imagine anybody living in this world now, time and age, without a phone and access to the internet. Because I thought you guys be happy. You guys, So that was the only thing that I did, and then I had. So which proves that I didn't have money to go back to school, didn't have money to start a business, didn't have money to pay rent, and I was so ashamed to even talk to people because it was during the COVID period. People didn't even have anything to give at that time. Everybody was just managing their lives. So I did what was best for me. So the only thing that I know I did was post a video. And even that posting of a video thing, now a person just pushed me like, you know what, why don't you just post? Because that time, it's not like I stopped posting videos. I was posting videos, but the only thing was that I was camouflaging. I wasn't showing where I was or what I was doing. I was just still acting like I was that married woman that nothing spoiled. So, but then somebody told me, why are you covering it? Why don't you do vlogs? Do vlog. Why are you doing sit down videos? I said I cannot do vlog because I'm not in my house. Like, I'm not living proper. You get? I live in a village and it's embarrassing. What do I tell people I'm doing in the village? So what? Who the fuck gives a fuck about? so, so what I did was create content, and that was how I dealt with him. That was how I dealt with my ex-husband. I created content, talk about my life. At that point, it was not dealing with him. He was even laughing at me. He was like, "Like for village there, yeah." So at the point he started feeling the dealing, like started getting dealt with, was when people started helping me, turning up for me, supporting me. First of all, sent me to where I am, Soka. Got me an apartment. I moved. I didn't have. You guys saw my videos then. I didn't have chairs. Didn't have anything. Just me, myself, and my kids. Few pots, one stove, okay, one gas, and my freezer. That's the only thing I didn't say. So that was how I dealt with him. So number one was start creating content, sharing my life, and started getting help. Then number two was when I started talking about him. Now, I didn't talk about him because I wanted to put him down or anything. I was talking about him to create an awareness, to teach fellow women to say, see you, on also so that people can hear my own side of the story and to save it as documentative purposes. So in the future, because I quickly forget something, but if I go back and watch those videos at the hot, I will remember them and say it. Yeah. So these are the things that I did that dealt with him. And then the most important thing, which is the final thing I did, was leave the fight for God. I just let God do the fighting because, to be honest, where I reach me and money I no get, and I'm a woman. You know how the world favors men and all that. But so the only thing I did was go down on my knees. That was the main thing, the mainest of them. Like the major thing I did was go down on my knee and pray and talk to Jehovah and tell Jehovah, fight this battle for me. I no get strength. I no get money. I no sabi talk. Fight this fight for me. Show me the way out. And then another thing I did was I have a prayerful mom. So my mom was praying, doing all the praying for me. You get? So all I gotta do was just sit down, relax, and watch everything play out. So far, it hasn't been me fighting. It hasn't been me dealing with him. It has just been God. Very rich me, Anna. So if you are dealing with divorce and you have a very terrible ex-husband like mine, and you're looking for ways to deal with him, go down on your knees in prayer. Tell God to do it for you and watch how he does it. You don't even need to do anything. You don't even need to lift a finger. The only thing you gotta do is pray. Go down on your knees. Pray incessantly. Pray morning, afternoon, night. Pray. If you have parents, you have a mother that will really support you and do the prayer. Better. Beautiful. God, they answer all these women prayer. Mothers. God, they answer their prayer fast. So pray. As long as your hands are clean, no. If your hands are not clean, God no go answer. But if your hands are clean, pray. And watch how God is going to deal with him for you. He might not deal with him in the way you think. You understand? Because normally left for me, if I say they give God direction, I say they say, God, do this thing now, do if for the prison instead by now. But I'm just leaving everything for God to do it at his own time. And he's doing it. All I gotta do is just relax. No matter the obstacles that keep coming, God keeps clearing them for me. That's it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Until then.